And welcome to the Belk Bowl, 2012 Belk Bowl post-game show live from Bank of America Stadium on a cold night tonight. Alan is telling me to make it quick. We saw a heck of a football game.
We sure did. That's
all right. A lot of the people looked at the matchup. You had a 9-3 Cincinnati team nobody knew a whole lot about, and a 6-6 Duke team. That David Cutcliffe made it very clear in the post-game press conference. They were not a bowl-eligible team. They were a bowl-qualified team as far as a team that deserved to be in a bowl, and they proved it tonight, though. Great ball game. We said it would come down to the final, who had the ball last, and it sure did. That Duke ended up with tough breaks tonight going against them. They were going in for the winning touchdown with less than a minute and 30 seconds to go, about a minute 27 fumble on the Cincinnati 5. Cincinnati throws an 83-yard touchdown pass. Duke gets the ball back, marching with the ball at the 40-yard line. Coach Cutcliffe has already got the plays called. He think he'll get them in the end zone, and he shared with us he was going for 2 for the win. He was not going for overtime, was going for the 2. Blindside hit on the quarterback, pick 6, and, man, what an ending to the game.
It was. It took the wind out of their sails. The fans were in on it, and then when he got blindsided, the ball went up in the air into the hands of the Cincinnati player. I hate to say it, but the wind went the other way.
It did. It sure did. And I tell you what, we said back during preseason we had opportunity of going to ACC Media Days for the first time. David Cutcliffe stole our hearts there as our favorite coach there just by the way he talked. And, again, Alan, that's the first time you've had a chance to hear Coach Cutcliffe talk post-game. What are your thoughts on Coach Cutcliffe?
A very knowledgeable coach. He was very appreciative of his team, how they played, his seniors. He wanted them to go out with a bang. He's got a young team. He's looking forward to next year. Like he said, they're going to start spring practice in February. He's excited. He's looking to send Duke to one step higher again, to build their football program up just about like the basketball team program. So, I mean, he's looking to do a lot more there in the next couple of years, and I'm excited for him. I really like him.
And you got to consider the last time Duke went to a bowl game, Steve Spurrier was their head coach. Been a long, long time, but Coach Cutcliffe did a great job. Had one of the toughest schedules in the nation this year. And to get to 6 wins, were deserving, not eligible, deserving of being in a bowl game. Coach Cutcliffe emphasized tonight and proved they sure did in here. Was a record-breaking night at the Belk Bowl that every time Alan and I, on every play, another Belk Bowl record tonight. As Brandon Kay, who was the MVP from Cincinnati, had a record tonight with 4 touchdown passes. We had a record 53-yard field goal by Duke tonight. We had a record 79-yard punt tonight. We had a record blown number of calls in the game tonight, though. But we had a lot of records here, though. But, again, to me, this was one of the more exciting games. What a lot of people thought was going to be a yawner, it was well worth our time to come up here and cover this game tonight.
Yes, it was. I mean, Duke started out hot. They came out with a 16-0 lead. They had all the momentum behind them. Cincinnati made some adjustments. Wind turned the the tide around for Cincinnati, and then of course the tide turned for Duke right there toward the end. And I thought they were going to march on down and win this game in that last minute and a half, but in football, you don't know which way it's going to go most of the time until you get down to the last tick of the clock.
And, again, when he talks about win, the running back was win for the Cincinnati Bearcats, which we had a lot of fun with that win. He got the win knocked out of him. We had all the different sayings going there, though. But as Alan said, Duke jumped out to a 16-0 lead. And I know at halftime Coach Cutcliffe had to be thinking Duke dropped a touchdown pass that would have given them another touchdown. They fumbled on the 1-yard line going in for another touchdown, had a 53-yard field goal that was good. Called back because Cincinnati had 12 men on the field and the officials blew it dead and then missed the 48-yard when they moved up. They could have been up 33-3 at the half, and instead it was, 16-10 or 17-16? 17-16 they were down, and what a turn of events. But I had an opportunity of asking Coach Cutcliffe, in spite of all of the bad things and adversity your team went through in this game, you still had a chance to win it on the last possession. And he talked about the character of his team, and you can see that when you watch his interview that we have for you there. I'm not going to steal his thunder there, but again, that he honestly had it planned in his mind. And this is a smart man because he had already planned the plays. Duke had the ball on the Cincinnati 40 with about 27 seconds to go and 2 timeouts. He already had the plays in his mind, what he was going to call to get them in the end zone, and already had the 2-point conversion play ready. And again, they never got the opportunity on the blindside sack, though. And you got to give him credit, too, because when Duke scored and got the lead, they were down by 11, that they scored and went for 2. That, you know, I questioned it. Everybody questioned it, but had a perfect throwback to the tight end as when he sprinted right. The man knows what he's doing. Great coach. He's coached Eli and Peyton Manning. We know what they're doing, and claimed his quarterback right now has all the mechanics, all the potential work habits and everything of the Manning brothers.
He does. And, I mean, if you look at the final stats, Duke dominated this game tonight. They had 36 first downs. Time of possession for Duke tonight was, I just lost it. There was 33 minutes compared to Cincinnati's 26. Duke dominated the whole game. Just some bad mishaps and there at the end. Kudos to Duke tonight on their, even though they lost, their valiant game plan today.
And again, the ACC can be proud because Duke showed they deserve to be in a bowl game. They deserve to be in here. And Alan, one thing we'd not mention on there too, but we said earlier was Duke only had to punt once the whole ball game and got off a 79-yard punt in the game, though. But, you know, congratulations on the Blue Devils. Again, they have been my my underdog sweethearts this year in pulling for them with their tough schedule, though, and was very happy to see them make their first bowl appearance. I think you're going to see them back to a bowl again in the very near future. He said he would be doing his seniors a disservice if they did not build on what they accomplished this year and keep the program moving forward. I think you're going to see Coach Cutcliffe. He said he's got the best group of coaches and best group of people he's ever worked with before right now. That's why when Tennessee came a-calling, he wasn't interested. And he said he was perfectly happy at Duke where he was, though. But, again, the Duke Blue Devils would love to see them get it going in football. You know I'm a huge Duke basketball fan. But I really am tickled for those kids up there that all the years in football, they've always said that football is just to pass the time to get to basketball season. Well, Duke played, and it was cold tonight. They were not used to playing now because they're used to having that equipment taken up a long time ago, though. But final thoughts on the ball game tonight?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Great game. Duke and Cincinnati both coming out playing tonight. It's cold. I had a great time. Looking to go find a warm place.
And I'm with you on that. Looking forward to it. Enjoyed it. Had fun working with you. We had a good time sitting in the press box. Ate a lot of chicken tonight. Ate some popcorn tonight, though. My next stop will be the Chick-fil-A Bowl in Atlanta with the Battle of the Tigers. The real battle for Death Valley will be going on. We know who the real owners of Death Valley are, though, but we won't get into that, though. But for Alan Knight, I'm the Coach Dick Cox, reporting live from a cold Bank of America Stadium. Again, the Duke Blue Devils played a valiant game tonight, but had it slip away in the last minute and 27 seconds, though. I hope you have a good week. We will see you from the Chick-fil-A Bowl next. Until then, goodbye, everybody.